I wanted to show you the process for scrunching out the crunch, but I also realized probably what's useful is to know how I got to this place. So right now my hair is dry in the cast. I'm really happy with the results. I tried a couple new products, stoked to see the final results. But first, how did I get here? Using the curly girl method means that I don't use products with silicone, sulfates, and parabens. I have one or two exceptions because I'm a person and I get to decide I'm going to do that, so I do. However, none of those exceptions apply in this wash day. So what I did was I started with the Bounce Curl Moisturizing Shampoo, and I put this in and focused on my roots. I also use a scalp brush because I think it helps get a really even application. And then after I rinsed that out, I went in with the cream conditioner by Bounce Curl as well. This is really hydrating and it has great, amazing slip. So a little bit of product goes a long way and you don't need that much to fully coat your hair and condition, and then really squish to condition, where you like cup your hair up when it's wet and gently squish, not all the way in, to like you're trying to push the water into your hair, not squeeze it out. So once I did that, I went in with a new product for me, which is AG Recoil. And I've heard really good things about this product. I've never used it before. So I was recommended to use it as of leave-in. So that's what I did. Put it in my hair. I raked it in, squished it in after I raked it. Then I went in with another new product, because why do one when you can do two? And I used the Curl Talk Mousse from Natural Mothers. And again, I smoothed it in, raked it through my hair, and then squished. And then my final product for this was the Bounce Curl Light Cream Gel. And this product I did not rake in. I don't rake my final styler in. I just glazed it over, like gently put my hand over this way, and I tip forward and did it that way, and then I squish, squish, squish. And then I do my dry process, and for that I get out of the shower, and then I plop my hair. I love the hair repair towel, but t-shirt, a microfiber towel can work. There's lots of other brands that make great hair towels. I plop for like 15 to 20 minutes, take it down, diffuse for maybe 15 minutes, and then air dry. So that's my process, and that is how we got here hours later. So now what do? Okay, so I prefer to scrunch out the crunch with an oil. In this case, Righteous Roots hair oil. But you, A, can use a different oil. B, you don't need to use an oil. Some people really like using a styler that they use. So some people might go in and scrunch out the crunch with a mousse. Some people might go scrunch out the crunch with the gel they used. Other people have a different product they'd want to use. Or you can just use your bare hands. There are no strict rules. You can do whatever works for you, so experiment and try it. But I, generally speaking, I like using this oil. Honestly, it's the only oil I've tried and it's still really full for 2 years. I don't consistently use it. There's plenty of times I just scrunch the crunch out on my own. But to use an oil, all you want is like at most 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna say that's good. I wiped it off, so it's kind of like a 5th drop. So it's in my hand. Rub it all together. Hands get warm. You can see they're shiny. And then I usually kind of keep one hand for each side of my head, but because my hair usually parts, more hairs on one side, so, you know, do what you do. But then I just gently scrunch, right? Scrunch out the crunch. This is where the name comes from. Do that around. Make sure I get the back of my head. Flip the other way. I'm normally standing when I do this, but right now I am not. I am sitting in a chair, which doesn't seem like it should make it that different, but feels different. So sometimes you miss a few spots, might have a little extra crunch. Some people like that, some people don't. Again, it's all up to you. And that's what matters. Okay, so that's the scrunched out look. That looks great. So I'm really happy with this. This is where you get when you scrunch out the crunch, and especially when you make sure you let your cast fully dry and set. So the one last thing you can do is fluff. Now you could use a regular hair pick or a comb. This is called the Spriggle. I just like it because it's really wide between the teeth. Obviously you can also use your fingers. That's how I fluff half the time. And to fluff, you put it in here and you just move the fingertips a little like that, right? Or with this, you're not running it through your hair because you're not wanting to break up the clumps, but you're just helping expand them a little. It's almost like giving them air, right? So they can be bigger and fuller. And I go from the top, and I think it's important to not forget the back because, you know, that's the part you don't see. So I think that's the easiest spot to forget. And then under and in, and, you know, you can look and decide, oh, I need more here, and it's all personal preference. But there we go. That are my wash day results. Those are my wash day results. Get what I'm saying? So I hope this was helpful. I'm really happy with this outcome, and that's what I did today. Curls, twirls, ringlets, curls.